She said you must be a rapper, look at the way your wrist glitch.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Huncho back again for another video. I haven't made a video in like damn near a month, bro. It's been a while, right? But simple little video for you guys. Today is, let me check the date right quick. Today is the Friday, December 10th. It's currently 2:07 a.m. and I just finished listening to the Wrld album, right? The new one that just came out, Fighting Demons, I guess it's called. And I just thought, hey, like, I haven't really uploaded a video in a while, and let's try something new. We're gonna start reacting to albums. Well, not really like reacting to albums, but just like reviewing albums, like the night that they drop. So boom, this is like a little bit of an intro for you guys on like this new series that we'll do, where I just like react to videos and whatnot. I mean, not videos, to albums and whatnot. And so this is how I was planning on doing it. When I listen to like the songs, I'll like break them down into three categories. We're gonna have the mids and the misses, and then like the hard songs, right? Like the songs that I feel like went hard. And then so that's the first part of the video, right? Where it's just gonna be like an introduction for you guys, and then we'll go into the misses, the songs that I thought were absolute garbage, and I'll say why. And then we'll go into the mids, the songs that I thought were like okay and I'd be fine to listen to again. And then finally the third part will be the hard songs, and then afterwards I'll give the album an overall rating, and that'll be the video. So let's get straight into it, bro. And I'll be like, you guys put down, albums in the comments. I won't do anything like old. I'll only do like recent albums. And let's get right into the misses, shall we? Just wanted to apologize in advance really quickly for the audio. I was just listening back to it and it sounds pretty grainy, but just bear in mind that I recorded this on an iPhone when listening to the video. But regardless of the fact. But before we get into the misses, I just wanted to kind of talk about the feel I got when listening to this album. We've always known that like Juice WRLD was struggling with like, depression, anxiety, and all these other mental disorders, and he used drugs to cope with it. But like when I was listening to the album, like Juice WRLD talked about, these issues a lot more than like I think all of his other albums, you know what I mean? Like the title being Fighting Demons, like he really talked about his demons and how he used drugs to cope with it. And like I think the fact like that we're listening to this, after the fact that Juice WRLD passed away, may he rest in peace, kind of shows that like even with all of these mental issues, like the drugs that helped him so much ended up being the death of him, you know what I mean? And like the like that, like taking that in mind, like it really shows that the saying like too much of anything is not good, too much of anything that's good is not good for you, or something like that. You guys know what I'm trying to say. But like when Juice WRLD is just kind of talking about, these drugs and how they helped him throughout this and that, and like on like Until the Plug Comes or something like that, how he talks about how like he ran out but he needs it and whatnot, like it really shows that like, we have to like watch out about like the things that we love, because they can be the death of us, you know what I mean? But that's just kind of like the feel like that made me think throughout the whole, like when I was listening to the album, like that's what I was kind of thinking about. But regardless of the fact, we're here to rate the music and not rate Juice WRLD as a person. And yeah, let's get right into the music part and rate the misses. Okay, so first song we have that was a miss for me is Already Dead. In this song, Juice WRLD is talking about how his demons are telling him like no one wants you alive, but then he says to himself like, oh, I'm already dead, so it doesn't matter, because of his drug abuse. And how he's like numb to it essentially because of the drugs. This song I feel like is alright, you know what I mean? But the reason why it was a miss to me was because like of the fact that, I'm not struggling with like anxiety or depression or any kind of suicidal thoughts or anything like that. Thank God, of course, and I'm not a drug addict like how Juice WRLD was. And thank God for that, of course, but like it's very difficult for me to relate to this song, and the fact that like I feel like Juice WRLD could have also sung the song way better and just worded it better. Like there was no good lyricism in there, nothing like that. So I give this song like a solid 4 out of 10 max. Also, really quickly, I'm not taking into account the fact that, these audio clips that they use for this album could have been like from years ago and barely touched by Juice WRLD, himself. But like I'm not taking any of that into effect. Any like real life things that help make this album, I'm not taking it into effect. I'm just simply comparing this like Juice WRLD album compared to like what I know Juice WRLD could do in his like previous albums, and that's how I'm rating it. That's like my criteria on rating it. Like how does it compete towards the other one? And I think a song like Already Dead does not compare to any song off like Death Race for Love or Goodbye and Good Riddance. Anyway, on to like You Wouldn't Understand. When I first heard this song, I thought that the beat sounded familiar, and it's the beat from Nobody's Around by YNW Melly, and that already was kind of like iffy to me, because then I started comparing it to like Melly's song and then this song by Juice WRLD, and like I just like, if you ask me like which one I'd rather listen to, it's Nobody's Around by YNW Melly 10 times out of 10, just because like this, I don't know, it just didn't hit well, and again, he's just talking about his drugs and like mental issues, and that just doesn't, like, I don't really relate to that. So again, like, this song is not over a 5 or 4 out of 10 again. Rockstar in his prime. This song, I didn't like it at all, just because like I found it like quite corny in a sense. I don't know, just because like I don't know, like it's pretty fucked up to kind of like even say this, but like, what prime, my guy? Like you're no longer on this earth, like that, like you're not in any kind of prime. Like, no disrespect to the dead, of course, but like it's kind of like how there was like a meme where like on his last album it said can't die, and then it's like stop the cap, because you died. Like I don't see the prime. And like again, going off like the musical like content of the song, there isn't anything there. Like he's just talking about how he's a rock star and he does drugs, and like again, very like hard to relate to that, and very hard to like churn up to that, because it's just he's saying he's a rock star in his prime who's doing drugs. Like if you think that that's a good song, I'm sorry, but you're lost slightly. I just don't agree with that opinion that this song can be anything over a 2 out of 10. Big miss for me. Anyway, next song. Okay, so for Doom, right, we have Juice WRLD, like, again, really talking about his anxiety, depression, and drug addictions. Like, this is what, like, 70 to 80% of the album is really about, and I just do not relate to that, and that is why I didn't really like the album. In my personal opinion, like, when Juice WRLD is saying, I mix drugs trying to find my doom, trying to find my doom, 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 trying to find my doom, trying to find my doom, like, I'm 17, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't do anything. So personally for me, again, this song is a miss, but I'll be generous a little bit. 3 out of 10. Like I just can't relate to these songs, you know what I mean? But anyway, next song again. Okay, so with Go Hard, it started out really, really, really hard. Like the first minute was hard. But then again, drugs like came in, and that's all it was kind of talking about. But out of these like 6 misses, this is the one that had the most potential to go up, I reckon. So like I'll give it a 6 out of 10. This song, this was the best miss. Like give it like the best miss award on the album. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll actually do that in every video. We'll have like the best miss, and I'll put that at the end, like little awards for the album on the song and whatnot. But yeah, Until the Plug Comes Back. Garbage song, honestly, bro. Like, he sounds like one of them, like white 15-year-old girls who are like, waiting for their, 20-year-old cousin to come back and like, buy them a 15 Nick vape, Like, that's what the vibe I was getting out of this song, and I just didn't like it at all, Like, he's just talking about how he needs his plug to come back so he can get more drugs. Like, don't relate to this. And this is like, I know he's trying to spread awareness about like mental issues, bro. But like, you know, talking about drugs and just saying about how you're waiting for your plug to come back, like this isn't music, you know. And Juice WRLD is a very talented artist, you know, like had potential to be one of the greatest of all time, but this song just isn't it. And the people that are like building these albums really don't know what they're doing. I think this song needed features, like required it, and all of these misses don't have any features. And we'll give Until the Plug comes back 2 out of 10. So as we can see, the average rating for the misses is just a 4 out of 10. And now let's just get right into the mid songs. And towards the end, I'll average out the hard songs and the misses and give the album an overall rating. So let's get right into the mids. Okay, Wandered in LA was pretty cool, you know, like Juice WRLD and Justin Bieber, you know, two people that are really, I guess, like, really hot in their respective, like, genres. And it was just, like, I think, like, the unique combo really worked, and, like, how they were talking about, like, you know, they wandered into Los Angeles and their lives changed. Like, that was pretty unique to me, and it was an alright song. Like, I wouldn't, like, mind putting it in a playlist, you know what I mean? But I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was just an alright song, a very mid song. The song was, like, depressing, but in, like Not Enough was very depressing in, like, a happy way, if that makes sense. Like, you know, he's talking about, like, how he's upset, you know, but he loves this girl, and all these other hoes are irrelevant. But he's just doing it in a very happy way, you know? Like, he's breaking the toxicity down in a very happy way. That, like, made me want to pass the song, you know? And it's a good song, you know? Like, it could slide into the hard songs. Not Enough is an 8 out of 10 song, I think. Okay, the second I stopped recording after I said it's an 8 out of 10 song, I kind of, like, thought about other, like, songs that are, like, 8 out of 10 for me. Say, like, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know, let's go with, like, Myron by, like, Uzi. Like, that's a good 8 out of 10 song. You know what I mean? And I just don't think that this song will compete with other 8 out of 10 songs. So it'd be, like, 7. Like, I'm taking it down to a 7 or 6. It's a 6.5 song. Not even. It's just a 6. Just a 6. That's what I'll put it as. Not Enough is a 6 out of 10 song. But it's a really good 6 out of 10 song, if that makes sense. Relocate. The song was garbage, respectfully, but I only put it in mid instead of misses just because of the fact that, like, he really, like, you know, was talking about how, like, he moved his mother out of, like, you know, Chicago and put her in, like, a big mansion, you know? That to me was very inspirational, and that made the song slightly inspirational, and that's what kind of pushed it over the edge for me. But it's only like a 5 out of 10, like, maximum. Okay, so just really quickly, I know you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, he put a 6 out of 10 song in misses, but then a 5 out of 10 song in mids. There are soccer players that, you know, play for garbage teams, and then garbage players that play for good teams. You know what I mean? Like, like in some years in the NBA, the sixth man of the year is better than, like, you know, a bunch of starters in the league. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Go Hard, the 6 out of 10 song in the misses, that was like the sixth man of the year. You know what I mean? So anyway, what song are we on now? From My Window. Okay, this song, like, was alright. You know, I just really like the flow of it, but it's like a late night drive song, you know? It's a 7 out of 10 in late night drive songs. Other than that, it's a bad song. Yeah, like late night drive song, 7 out of 10. I feel like if Juice WRLD was still alive to make Girl My Dreams, this song would be a 10 out of 10. But the fact that he really wasn't, and the song just really, really felt like unfinished in a sense. And If I understood Korean, that would also have like brought up the rating. But my final rating for Girl of My Dreams is like 6 or 7 out of 10. I'm probably gonna go with 6 out of 10. But if I understood Korean, that could have easily been an 8 or 7, if that makes sense. But it's a 6 out of 10. It's a very mid song. But I like the creativity of BTS being on the song. Like, that was a good idea. So I'll bring it up to a 7 now. It'll be a 7 out of 10. Feel Alone. I just like all these songs, right? I'm listening to them again before like reviewing them. And this song is supposed to be misses. Like, this is a 1 out of 10 song, my guys. This is a very bad song. There's times when I feel alone. And he says that for like 30 seconds. Bad song. 1 out of 10. Like, I'm gonna go harsh on it. Like, what the fuck was that? Again, like, this, like, back about, Feel Alone. Like, this song is very bad, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't done ranting. Like, this is a bad song. This is 100% a miss. Like, this is a bad song, bro. Like, the flow was nice at the start, but when he just started repeating that he feels alone, 1 out of 10, bro. 1 out of 10. And now we're on to My Life in a Nutshell. This is like one of those songs that I would listen to like by myself. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm driving somewhere, I'd listen to this song by myself. But I wouldn't tell anybody that I listened to it. This is also a 4 out of 10. Like, this is like a 4 out of 10 song. It has the potential to go right down into misses. You know what I mean? But like, Feel Alone, like, that's a miss. You know what I mean? That's not even mid. Like, I just, like, it's that second listen syndrome. Everybody has it where like the second time you listen to a song, you either think it's great or terrible. The first, like, it's that second bite of the pie. It's terrible, bro. This song is terrible. But yeah, let's get on to the hits now, or like the hard songs. The thing is about this album is that the really bad songs are really bringing the average down, you know what I mean? And that's what's kind of bad, but 3 out of 10 average for the mids as well. This album is not a good album so far. Now let's go on to the hard songs, the really good songs, the ones I really liked. Bro, Burn. First time I heard it, I was like, alright, cool, a good song. But this is the one song I'm gonna take from the album and like run with, you know what I mean? Getting off work late at night, start walking home in the cold Canadian winters, we're gonna be listening to Burn by Juice WRLD, bro. This song is my 10 out of 10 song. I really like this song, the way that they match the beat up with like, because like it really gives me like this intimidating vibe, and it also like sprinkles, Juice WRLD's like mental unstabilities and like his drug abuse, and it just mixes it perfectly and makes a 10 out of 10 song. Like, I really like this song. This is a good song, and I would love to see like a music video for Burn. This song is 10 out of 10. I really like this song, and it, like, just like when he's saying burn, 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 and then like you could hear like the beat like slap with every single burn. Like, it's like, burn, 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 or something like that. Like, you could hear like the punch. That to me is like, I really like when artists, manipulate the beat to work in their favor, And yeah, this is like a 10 out of 10 song for me. Feline. This was a good song. Again, like, this is a great song. Like, this is a song that I think I'd love to see in a music video for, Juice WRLD and Trippie Redd never miss, you know what I mean, together. And it's like, I don't know if you guys like, like Faith, like Pop Smoke's album, like Tell the Vision, like that was like that good song that stood out, Every song, every album has like that one song that you see like the features on, and then it's gonna go hard. Kind of like Voice of the Heroes, right? You saw Hats Off with Travis Scott, you knew that was gonna go hard. Still Running with Meek Mill, you knew that was gonna go hard, you know what I mean? Like, when you see that big three song like featured, it's gonna go hard. What was that one? Lil Durk. I quickly looked it up. The Lil Durk album was Just Cause Y'all Waited Too, and like, this album went hard, it went crazy. And when you were looking at the track list, you saw Three Headed Goat with Lil Baby and Polo G, and you knew that was gonna go hard. Every album has it, you know, that one song that you just read it and you're like, yeah, it's gonna go hard. Feline was that song, you know. This song I could listen to wherever, I think, and it's also like it's that one like it's that song that's like it's gonna get a music video, you know. It's that 10 out of 10 song. This song, like Feline, it was another reason why I think it's 10 out of 10 is just because we get that fun Juice WRLD vibes, you know what I mean? Like that fun Juice WRLD, and not like that really depressed Juice WRLD, you know, like the part where he's like rapping fast, you know, and on beat, and it's just like a very fun song, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of that's the Juice WRLD that I think is like the best Juice WRLD. And then you sprinkle Polo G on there with some Trippie Redd talking about, you know, 1400 gang 999 or whatever. Like, you know, I think this song is gonna carry the album, and both of these songs are 10 out of 10s for me. Okay, so on to the results. But before the results, last minute changes. Feel Alone drops from mid all the way down to misses. This song is the worst song on the album. And Go Hard goes all the way up to hard. It's really like, you know, when you like, because when I was editing these clips, right, and whatnot, and editing and like writing these like, you know, pictures down for you guys and whatnot, I was listening to the album like between recordings. And like Go Hard grew on me, and it's a hard song. It's 10 or 9 out of 10. And like I like that song a lot. It's my third favorite song, Go Hard. But Feel Alone is terrible, so I'm gonna drop Feel Alone down into the misses and then bring Hard all the way up. I'm gonna do this a lot in these like updates where like I'm gonna change like midway through where a song is, just because like you know, songs can really grow on you or like become annoying to you really quickly, and we're human, you know what I mean? Like listening to something, you know, for one time, that's not enough data for me to evaluate it. So Go Hard goes up, and Feel Alone drops all the way down. And for the Fighting Demons award show, my favorite song goes to Burn. Least favorite song goes to Feel Alone. The album overall is a 6 out of 10 album. Only like, you know, a handful of good songs, and the rest is very like songs that I will never listen to again out of my own accord. The tier for this album, it's a very mid album, you know? We're only going to take 1 or 2 songs out, 3 songs, nothing more. And the songs that I will be taking are Go Hard, Feline, and Burn, and nothing else. Thank you so much for watching this album review. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to slap a like on the video. Comment down below which album you recommend I look out for. And if you like the video, let me know in the comment, like be like, okay, this was good. If not, if this video doesn't perform well, I probably won't do anything like this again. It was a kind of longer video, and I apologize for that, but I had fun making it, and let me know if you guys had fun listening to my musical opinion. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Huncho. I'll have a montage coming out tomorrow for you guys. Another like siege montage, start doing some public interviews maybe. And yeah, it's been your boy Huncho. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all on the next one, and goodbye.
Gotta get mad breaths on good. Fuck a Benz, I want a Audi. Gotta make it through the days, both sunny and cloudy. I just out here being rowdy. I'm just on the ground to get the bread up in my county. Fuck this God, I want the bounty.